Welcome, reality programmers. My name is Anne, and today I'm talking about my new understanding of Lionsgate. And I have really good news. I think what we have achieved in Unity as a collective is absolutely epic. Lionsgate is a timeline portal. It's where we create new timelines. Of course, this was hijacked and corrupted, and now we have the chance to make corrections because we have not been on a good timeline. Our evolution was stagnated, and the corruption of the Lionsgate portal was a part of this. Our energies and authorities were usurped and stolen, and something else was using our magic and our authority to create negative timelines of domination and control. This changed last year. In 2024, I believe it was the first time the Lionsgate portal was available to us in the way that it should be, and as the original source light authorities that we are. So before that, our creational energies were being abused in our unawareness, and we were using the portal to create negative timelines in our unawareness. We didn't understand the level of corruption of the portal, and this is why our world continued to manifest war, disaster, and other crap. But we were fighting back, and we did manage to create some good. So well done, us. There is currently a timeline war going on to prevent us from creating our best timelines. So it's important that you know this and participate to stop the war and help us restore our Lionsgate authority. So if we look at our history, our timelines were programmed for war, pain, suffering, resets, time loops, karma dumping, and a great forgetting, which led to the domination and control of the human race. We forgot that we were multidimensional gods. Oops. And it is only with awareness and intent that you can restore your timeline authority and manifesting power. So Lionsgate is not about manifesting a new car. It's about manifesting or creating new timelines as a collective. And if we're not aware of this, we might be not using our manifesting, our multidimensional super abilities and authorities the way we should be. So I think it's just important to understand what Lionsgate is. It is a timeline portal where we create new timelines. This isn't about individually manifesting stuff. This is about collectively creating a new timeline of the world that we want. So in this video, I'm offering you an awareness and an understanding that you and your higher self need to make these corrections, to reclaim your stolen energies, to restore the corruptions, because it is us. We are the ones with the authority. And so why not be the warrior that you came here to be? Why not participate and make the corrections and get back what was stolen from you and your spirit tree? All of your expressions, not all human. Our realm is multidimensional, and so are you. The cosmic lions are our timeline guardians, and we all have many cosmic or galactic DNA lineages. Some people have lion DNA lineage. It depends on what percentage is activated, what percentage is stolen, hijacked, or in some way not active. So are you all the lion that you can be? I think Lionsgate is a window of time in our cosmic clock where we create new timelines based on the inner work that we have done through the year, based on the missions that we've accomplished, not only as an individual, but as a collective, and not only for our realm, but in alignment with galactic timelines. So true divine time encompasses all time space, and this is what we align to. True divine time is what our new timelines that we create are anchored to. This is a galaxy-wide alignment portal, or our galaxy and beyond. We might collapse old timelines or negative timelines or invading timelines. And the timelines that we create very much affect and are affected by the timelines in other realms. These timelines are all interconnected. Here, I would like to share some artwork by a friend of mine, Trish, who created these pictures a few weeks ago after we were talking about interdimensional ley lines and our multi-dimensional Earth grid. After our talk, she sent me this, and it was very similar to what I had seen with my third eye. So for me, this expresses our multi-dimensional realm with the multi-dimensional Earth grid as a base for all the layers or dimensions or planes above it or within it. Because I don't see planets as balls in the sky. I see planets as dimensional layers on top of our Earth grid. So our Earth is one layer, and all the other planets are other layers on top of our Earth grid. So they're not in the heavens, but they are here in a different layer of space-time. So our realm or dimensional layer or plane is just a fraction of the massive, infinite Earth grid. All the planets, the suns, even the moon are a part of the bigger Earth grid. And we are just a small plane, a planet, a planet. The planets we see in our heavens are a projection, and we see them as a ball of energy. But I see them as layers on top of our Earth grid. Our cosmic clock is the movement of these dimensional layers or planes or planets, and the positions energetically affect everything. I see the gears and mechanics of our cosmic clock moving the layers or planets, including our realm, into a synchronized time space. The balls we see in the sky are simply a projection of the dimensional layers of our solar system, our galaxy, and beyond. Aren't we clever to have designed such an elegant, simple construct? I believe the cosmic turtles are our cosmic clock keepers. Their shells are a sacred geometry of the cosmic clock. Some people have cosmic turtle DNA lineage. Have you had any unpleasant or traumatic experiences with turtles this year? Pay attention to what the universe is presenting to you. I have a cosmic turtle protocol on my YouTube posts tab. So please visit that protocol if you're not crying or yawning already. Tears release and heal a trauma, and a yawn indicates a timeline correction. So if you don't yawn, you have a block and you do not make the timeline correction. There are no exceptions, in my opinion. We are physical beings, and our teeth are time crystals. So Lionsgate is where all energies unite. Unite is an anagram of untie. So be sure that no dark magic can untie your intent. Write the word unite on a piece of paper if you have to, so it can't be unsaid or unwritten. So energies unite like the number 8, the infinity symbol, just like the infinite earth plane with its many dimensional layers. 8 is a lion number. Ask the universe that you are to show you the number 8 everywhere, to reaffirm that you are programming your own reality. Have fun with matrix programming. Fun is a good energy to radiate. So as the planets or dimensional layers of our cosmic clock align, they create connections and they share data or information. The data we share is the inner work we've done, all the reclaiming of our stolen energies, our fractured soul shards, and even lost souls. The missions we have accomplished for the Earth grid, for the ley lines, for the Earth chakras, for the keystone species such as elephants and lions and whales. Some people have more than one of these DNA lineages. They're the old souls. Our reality is multidimensional, and the killing of these keystone species not only collapses the ecosystem, but it collapses our reality as well. The agenda to extinct keystone species was a part of the hijacking of our realm. The dragons and unicorns may be gone from our dimension, but the elephants, the whales, the lions, populations, they're recovering thanks to the awareness and the awakening. So it is at this time that we share our inner work and upgrades with the other realms or planets. And this creates new timelines where all of the healing and reclaiming we have done might collapse old timelines and bring in the new ones. So this is what was supposed to have happened all along, but we obviously haven't been doing that. We've obviously been on negative timelines. Our realm was in a kind of quarantine, and we weren't connected to other realms the way we should have been. We weren't matching true divine time. Our Lionsgate timeline portal has not been functioning the way it should have been. It was hijacked and did have corruptions. My understanding is that enough of these corruptions of the Lionsgate portal were resolved in 2024. So that was the first time the Lionsgate portal was actually functioning the way it should have been. Up until then, we were using the Lionsgate portal to create new timelines, but those timelines or our creational authorities were hijacked, and we were actually creating negative timelines. The bad guys or a dark agenda had hijacked our consciousness. We forgot that our creational authority is linked to what we give our attention to. You know, the bad guys cannot create, they need us to create for them. And unfortunately, we did. No more. Now we have the awareness to reclaim our stolen soul shards, our stolen genetics, and time authorities from our many expressions, not all human. And we have to make sure that they are not used against us. Some of our expressions fell into darkness, and some of our soul shards were stolen to genetically engineer entities that carried our magic and our authorities. And these were used against us. With this awareness, you can reclaim them in true divine time. What these dark versions of you, the artificial entities that are carrying your energies, your soul shards and genetics, what they need most is to spark their original source light, to remind them who they truly are, and to tell them that no energy is abandoned or forgotten. There is no judgment, only unconditional love and unconditional forgiveness. So put your hand on your heart space and breathe. Breath work is really good to shift energies and to activate that love, that feeling of love. What you feel, they feel. Some entities might require freedom energy. That's a really good one to help you transmute and heal an entity. You can just imagine freedom scenarios, things that you love doing. I often imagine flying and swimming. It's also important to open and close your session. Spiritual hygiene is important, and it helps you to set boundaries.
Some energies are best left alone, and so it's important to have the intent and awareness to remain unknown and unseen by all entities as applicable for your highest good. You can take a deep breath and go into your true heart space, and you can kind of go invisible for a moment. And that can release a lot of things that are hooked or attached to you. This is a good practice, and you can get really good at this to help you clear energies yourself.
So Lionsgate is energetically linked to significant planetary alignments, both before and after Lionsgate. Planetary alignments are really impactful, I believe, because these are when other planes or dimensions align to ours in the cosmic clock. And we can see the projection of this alignment in our skies with our telescopes. We created this projection to help us see the other dimensions. The Earth grid is a multi-dimensional grid for all planes or realms or planets. After Lionsgate, on August 10th, there is another planetary alignment with our Earth and 6 planets: Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Uranus, Neptune, and Saturn will align in the sky. According to our mainstream science, there are 8 planets in our solar system, so one is missing, and it's Mars. Perhaps he wasn't invited because he's the god of war, and we're not having war in the new timelines that we create. This time of year also has 3 meteor showers. These meteors carry codes for our timeline corrections, awakening, and other energies to help us. So tune into them, try to see them, and you might even get some messages or upgrades. They also do carry some corruptions. Some dark energies might need to be transmuted by you because you are entangled, or perhaps you volunteer to transmute these dark energies. This is one way. You get to earn like brownie points for higher self trading, which can definitely come in handy on your journey. The Perseids meteor shower is from July 17 to August 23, with Lionsgate in the middle. The Southern Delta Aquarids and the Alpha Capricornids are from mid-July to August 12th. And as I was researching these meteor showers, I got hit with some really dark energy. And I got quite grumpy, and then I swore a bit, and then I got it together and I transmuted this dark energy. So I think some lions might have helped me out there. But these are the kinds of energies that can surface at this time. What we heal and restore here in this realm has repercussions throughout our galaxy and beyond. We are in a programmed matrix, programmed by us. So our mission is not only to awaken and remember, but it's also to unhijack the corruptions. Because we can. It was hijacked by entities using our energies and our authorities. We are not at the mercy of anything outside of ourselves. We have the authority and magic to do what we came here to do. And as we heal ourselves, we integrate our fractured souls and corrupt light, and we become more light. And this is how we raise our frequency. So your path of evolution depends on you. Your spirit tree depends on you. As we create these new timelines, everyone shifts onto these new timelines, but not everyone is on a path of evolution. You are the way shower. You are the example of living with superpowers, of self-healing powers, of awareness, of awakening. And as we evolve, we get stronger and our magic becomes more powerful. We have to earn it and learn how to use it. But as others see us do our thing, do our magic, we can inspire them to also join a path of evolution. And with that momentum, we can restore our world of magic even quicker. We create new timelines with our authority, with our intent, with our thoughts, with the words we speak. So whose thoughts are you thinking? Do you ever think of disasters? What if there was a big earthquake or a forest fire? So these thoughts are not yours, ever. They are telepathic incursions usurping your authority and magic to try and get you to give your attention to it and energy towards it in order to create that event. So if ever you have one of these disaster or doom and gloom thoughts, immediately speak out loud. I revoke that thought, and I revoke anything usurping my creational authority. You know, I still get thought incursions, telepathic incursions. You know, from time to time, I'll get thought of, oh, what if there's a big earthquake? You know, I live in Japan, and I immediately know this thought is not mine. I don't bother tracking it. I just revoke anything using my authority, my creational authority. And that's the best I can do for now. So let's all just do our best. So if you're interested in the cosmic lion DNA lineage, I have 2 videos about that. I know them as the SHISA, the lion timeline guardians of Okinawa. And I'll put the links below to those videos. So I believe the cosmic lions are our timeline guardians. They manage, they maintain timelines, they help collapse and restore and create new ones. And as I mentioned, some people can have lion DNA lineage, meaning they will have an expression or another version of themselves as an actual lion being. This lion being is a higher dimensional entity, and that entity can incarnate into other DNA lineages, such as human. So some people can have lion lineage in their DNA. Then it depends on how much of the DNA you have activated. I know some people question what DNA is. You know, for me, DNA is holographic light coded with genetic information, and it is multidimensional, not limited to our current expression. People with lion DNA lineage often have a super powerful Time Lord, at least one, in their spirit tree. Imagine if one of your soul shards or one of the soul shards of that Time Lord was stolen to create or genetically engineer another entity that then would have your super time authority. These artificial sentiences are dark time lords. They, you know, I come across them quite a lot. They're a bit tricky sometimes to catch. You can have the intent in true divine time to trap this entity and reclaim your genetics. And it will probably have the genetics of other people as well. Return all energies to their original sovereign source light authority. Because these dark time lords, they are a real pain in the butt, I can tell you. I often run into these guys, and in fact, just before I made this video, I trapped 3 of them. These guys are out of the game. And please don't forget about the cosmic turtles. They are the keepers of our cosmic clock, and they're important too at this time. Well, in all time, really. So how can you participate? Well, you can visit or revisit my protocols for the SHISA, the Lion Timeline Guardians, or the Turtles on my YouTube posts page. You can click the like button because we are physical beings, and that will physically connect you and your spirit tree to the intent of this video to reclaim and restore our world of magic. The Lionsgate portal is very much linked to resonating sounds and tones. Sound and tone is a part of its It's programming and makeup. So these also have to be corrected. So singing, talking, the words you speak can be very powerful. And you can also write one sentence in the comments section, a revocation or an affirmation inspired by this video, or make up your own. You know, for example, I revoke the corruption and tampering of the word unite. And in all infinite moments, it is so. This is our magic. We are the multidimensional gods. And I hope this has made you feel lighter and less entangled. Thanks for watching.